Alright, let's do this. Hey, what's up everyone? HappyDude here. Now you guys know I love my airsoft pistols. I have a lot of them. But there's just no way to get more power out of them. Even if you replace the gas inside the magazine, then you will only get a few FPS extra because that's all the pressure the valve inside can take. So the only way to get more power is to buy an airgun revolver. And this has a lot more destructive power because it uses CO2 capsules and not green gas, so we have a lot more pressure, and it doesn't have any blowback, so the pressure can go directly to the projectile without any loss. And it also uses 4.5mm steel BBs instead of 6mm plastic BBs. But even this has its limits because of the law, because the law states that it can only produce a maximum of 3.5 joule of energy. And even if you put more tension on the spring, so the hammer can hit the valve harder, that doesn't do anything. I already made a video about that to disprove it. And over time, it will also destroy the inside of the gun. I also tried to put in more pressure, but it just escapes through the valves, so that also doesn't work. So my only option was to buy a rifle. It has bigger gas valves and also a longer barrel. This is the Strike Force. It's made by Umarex and it also has a automatic function. It has adjustable fiber optics, it uses 4.5mm steel BBs, it should produce 5 joules of energy, and it also has blowback, and also a adjustable stock, that's this here, and a muzzle with threads, so you can put different attachments to it, and it uses 2 CO2 capsules, so let's try it out. Okay, let's open the box. Wow, that looks very tactical. Oh, it's quite heavy. Let's put it on the scale. It weighs, wow, 2.5 kilo or 87.1 ounce. So the stock is made out of plastic and so is most of the gun. This is all plastic. The upper piece where all the mechanics are inside, that's all metal. And the magazine is also made out of metal, but there's plastic around it. Okay, this is also plastic. The trigger is metal and the buttons are also made out of metal. And the optics are also made out of plastic. And the muzzle also. So most of the gun is made out of plastic, but it has a lot of metal components inside it. Okay, so here we have the button to change the mode. Right now it's in safe mode, so you can't pull the trigger. This is semi-automatic to shoot one bullet at a time. And then we have full auto to empty the magazine just with one push of the trigger. Okay. And then with this button we can extend the stock and it will click every few centimeters. And this is all the way out. And then on the other side we also have that mode button, and this button releases the magazine. Oh, it's also quite heavy. Alright, time to load it up. So we begin by pressing this button, then this bottom piece will slide off. And then on the inside we have a little Allen key, that's very handy. Okay, while I'm doing that, I want to point out that one CO2 capsule of 12 gram has about 60 bar of pressure in it, or almost 900 psi. And when you use two at the same time, the pressure doesn't double, so it doesn't become 120 bar of pressure. No, you can just shoot longer with the same 60 bar of pressure. And as you can see, we have room for two CO2 capsules. And it's not like AA batteries, so they go in with the top down, both of them. And then we can tighten them up, and you don't have to do it both on the same time. You can do it separately. Okay, that one is ready. We don't hear a lot of sissing, so that's a good sign. So we don't have any seals leaking. All right, then we put the Allen key back in, and then we can close it up. Yeah, it's this way. All right, and then we can pull this little lever back and click it into place, and now we can put these steel balls in this little hole here. This magazine can hold 30 steel balls. All right, let's lock and load. All right, let's check out the FPS. Very impressive, well above 500 FPS. And if we do the calculation, that's just under 5 joules of energy. Alright, let's test the accuracy first from 5 meters. Okay, not bad, not bad. But I do want to point out that when you're looking through the little hole and you see the red dot, there's a little play. So it's not super accurate to aim. Maybe it's better to aim when I have a reflex optic. Maybe I should buy that. Alright, let's try 10 meters. Oof, that's quite a spread actually, and I was kneeling down for maximum accuracy. I fired 10 shots and, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are out of the black. Well, that's terrible actually. When this stays open, that means the gun is empty, so I'm going to put some more steel balls in it, and then we are going to test just how powerful it is by shooting this latex skin. Alright, the magazine is again filled up with 30 steel balls. So let's put the magazine in the rifle, and then we press this. Okay, so this fake skin is made out of latex. It's very strong, and an airsoft gun cannot penetrate one sheet. So let's see how much sheets we can penetrate with my most powerful airgun revolver, and then we are going to compare it with the AR-15. I have, I believe, 6 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, let's test it out. All right, let's put some CO2 into this beauty. And also let's check the FPS, so I know it's still working at optimum performance. And yes, this gun also uses 4.5mm steel BBs. FPS AR-15 after 30 shots. Okay, so the FPS is actually improved. Okay, so 6 sheets was a bit too much, so I've used 5. Now let's see what the 44 Magnum can do. I'll be shooting from 1 meter away. And now the AR-15 also from 1 meter away. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so I can already see that both of these guns have penetrated completely. There are holes here and here. Okay, so let's try 6 sheets then. Okay, I'm going to shoot the gun 6 more times to make it a bit fair against the AR-15. Okay, so there are now 6 sheets. This was attempt number 1, and this was the 44 Magnum, and this was the AR-15. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, first up the 44 Magnum, and this time it's 6 sheets and I'm gonna try 6 shots. And now the AR-15. Okay, so it seems like 6 sheets is the limit for my airgun revolver. 2 are already stuck here. So let's check just how much we could penetrate. Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, here's 1, 4. Yeah, only 1 made it through completely of the 6 shots. The rest was stuck in, well, number 2 and number 4. And for the AR-15, 1, 2, 3. I actually shot a few more. I couldn't see if I was missing. 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they all made it through for the AR-15. So yeah, it's a lot more powerful. Alright, let's dump the rest of the magazine in full auto. Alright, let's fill the magazine for a third time and then do a full magazine dump. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's see the damage. Oof, yeah, that's completely toasted. And only 2 are stuck inside the latex, so that means that the FPS is starting to drop. Alright, so the gun has fired at least 120 times. So let's see just how much FPS we are still getting. Okay, so after about 100 shots or 3 magazines, you have to replace the CO2 capsules. So that's actually pretty efficient, I have to say. Yeah, not bad at all. So let's see if the pressure is really empty. Yeah, there's nothing in there anymore. Okay, so for the next video, we will do a proper performance test just to see how powerful this really is. So we are going to test it against plates and glass and cans and bottles, just about everything. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.